Hello to your faces. Welcome back. This episode is another set of document and articles in relation to Jeffrey Epstein and the people he surrounded himself with. I find it fascinating that the only person in a prison cell is Ghislaine Maxwell, and I have a video coming up exposing that the person in prison is not Ghislaine Maxwell. We are going to expose everyone connected to Epstein and not let his co-conspirators disappear into the shadows. These documents read as follows. Saudi Crown Prince MBS welcomed to White House by President Trump, also in Epstein files. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and the convicted sexual predator shared a long friendship, according to the Epstein files released by the Department of Justice. Jeffrey Epstein maintained powerful relationships in the Middle East and was frequently in contact with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, whose visit to the White House last year was widely condemned by the families behind a landmark civil suit filed against the Saudi royal family. Among the photos recovered in Epstein's New York City townhouse was an undated photo of the billionaire standing alongside the Crown Prince, who was all smiles, an arm slung around the convicted pedophile's shoulder. In one redacted email in the Department of Justice document dump, an unknown writer told Epstein the photo of him with the de facto leader of Saudi Arabia was, quote, very valuable. The Epstein files name the Crown Prince 97 times, references that include news clippings and emails from the convicted pedophile's longtime assistant, Leslie Groff. In one dated November 1, 2016, Groff told Epstein that he needed to go to the Saudi consulate and drop the Crown Prince's name to update his visa for a planned visit, writing, Aziza suggests we go to the Saudi Arabia consulate today with your passport and ask to speak with Nagite re your visa. She says to tell them when we arrive at gate that you, Jeffrey Epstein, has an invitation from His Royal Highness, Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Another email sent to Epstein by a redacted sender talked about the Saudi government's connection to journalist Jamal Khashoggi's brutal torture and death in October 2018. The email read, a Turkish opinion columnist on Thursday said the CIA had wiretapped a phone call in which Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman called for the Saudi critic Jamal Khashoggi to be silenced as soon as possible, and was dated November 18, 2022, a month after the journalist's brutal murder by Saudi intelligence agents in Istanbul. In the same email exchange, the redacted sender added another message for Epstein. I am so grateful for the years that I had with you and for your guidance, love, and naughtiness. Big hug. Despite the Crown Prince's association with the journalist's death, Epstein planned to visit him in 2019, a trip that was canceled after his arrest on federal human trafficking charges and subsequent death in a Manhattan federal lockup. By then, investigators had recovered an Austrian passport that listed Epstein's nationality as Saudi. Recently declassified FBI documents about the Saudis' connection to 9/11 are at the center of new evidence regarding the hijackers' arrival in Los Angeles, where they were supported, lawyers argue, by high-ranking Saudi officials linked to a Culver City mosque named for the Crown Prince's paternal uncle King Fahad, who paid for its construction before his death. The allegations, and the alarming trove of evidence cited by a federal judge overseeing the federal suit Ashton et al. Versus Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, were the subject of an investigative piece by Los Angeles published Monday. The families behind the lawsuit were apoplectic when President Trump invited the Crown Prince to the White House late last year. National Chair of 9/11 Families United Terry Strada argued in an op-ed that any agreement with Riyadh must recognize the ongoing litigation and the established links and still mounting evidence of the Saudi kingdom's involvement in the September 11 attacks. Source: LA Mag. Article: Saudi Crown Prince MBS welcomed to White House by President Trump, also in Epstein files. End of document. The photo shows Epstein with Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem. The images were obtained from Epstein's estate. This photograph is part of a collection released by the U.S. House Oversight Committee on December 18, 2025. The release was part of a larger set of images documenting his interactions with various individuals. End of document. House_oversight_065767. This image captures a meeting between Steve Bannon and the late S6 ex-offender Jeffrey Epstein in the latter's Manhattan townhouse, which was released in December 2025 by the U.S. Department of Justice. The photo shows Bannon, a former advisor to Donald Trump, conversing with Epstein in an office setting. Documents released alongside this image suggest Bannon discussed his influence over right-wing politics in Europe and potential strategies to counter progressive figures like Pope Francis. It is part of a larger cache of thousands of photos from the Epstein estate released by the House Oversight Committee. End of document. House_oversight_065953. This image captures a meeting between Jeffrey Epstein and Yemeni businessman Shaher Abdulhaq. The photo was recently released from the Jeffrey Epstein estate files. Shaher Abdulhaq was a prominent Yemeni businessman, often referred to as a, quote, sugar king, due to his industrial ventures. The photograph highlights connections between Epstein and various international figures. End of document. House_oversight_073707. This image shows Miroslav Lajčák, the former Slovakian national security advisor, posing with Jeffrey Epstein. This meeting occurred several years after Epstein was released from jail, with further correspondence between them occurring in 2018. Following the release of these documents, Lajčák issued a statement condemning Epstein's crimes and describing their exchange as informal. Lajčák subsequently offered his resignation to prevent the situation from being used to attack the prime minister. End of document. House_oversight_074200. Overall site plan. Little St. James Island. Note/task legend. 1. Cabana/tiki bar. 2. Residential cottage. 3. Existing driveway to be paved with blue bit stone and concrete. 4. 75 diameter concrete pad. 5. 87 tall flagpole. See detail. No. 6. On sheet C 2.0. 6. Existing driveway pathways to BESTABILIZED with erosion mat. TACKIFIED POLYMER. OR gravel shoulders to be cleared of debris and brush berms. ANDREPLANTED with native shrubs and grass. 7. Landscape area with palms, native SHRUBSAND, residential cottage. 8. Landscape area with palms and native shrubs. 9. New 1-2-0 inches wide dirt access way with erosion mat, tackified polymer, OR, gravel surface shoulder, to be planted with grass and native shrubs. 10. New 25x50 pre-engineered storage, building by temporary barge landing. 11. Demolish existing tennis court and replace with new swimming pool. 12. 60 by 100 pre-engineered storage, building. 13. Pool house. 14. Tent. 15. Holly house. 16. Guest house. 18. House. 15. Obsat. End of document. House_oversight_04038. Now this next document is from Epstein's famous birthday book. Donald Trump has claimed this is a fraudulent document and that he never wrote this, but here it is in the files. The letter reads as follows. Voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything. Donald. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey. Nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald. Enigmas never age, have you noticed that? Jeffrey. As a matter of fact, it was clear to me fine last time I saw you. Donald. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. And my everyday be another wonderful secret. Donald J. Trump. End of document. She's gone, and she won't be coming back, child. Your clear eye is the one absolutely beautiful thing. I want to fill it with color and ducks, the zoo of the new. Whose names you meditate. April Snowdrop. Indian pipe. Little stalk without wrinkle. Pool, in which images should be grand and classical. Not this troublous ceiling without she, MEOR. Beau. Very. Beautiful the 28th of January 1963, heart belonged to her. EFTA 0273138. If you have enjoyed this video and the time it takes me, review these documents and then bring them to you. Then please like this video, share it, and leave your comments in the comment section. Please share this so as many people as possible can hear these messages, and hopefully these victims can finally be heard and know we care about them and wish them the very best in life. See you next time. Stay safe, stay alert, and stay suspicious.